Top 10 places to visit in Ethiopia. I've reacted recently to Geography Now Ethiopia to learn more about this beautiful country. Today, I'm going to react to a video by Ryan Shirley. You're not prepared. Actually, I'm not prepared because if you're watching this video from Ethiopia, you know how beautiful your country is, but I don't know too much about it, and my camera doesn't either. That's why it went out of focus. So I don't want to waste too much time talking. Let's check this video out. There will be a link in the description to watch the original as well. Let's go.
My name is Ryan, and I recently returned from exploring the incredible country of Ethiopia, and I want to share with you my favorite places and experiences. So here's my Ethiopia.
Wait, what? I need more context. I need more context on why they're walking on steel.
Okay.
Let's stay out. Wow. Oh my god.
Located in Eastern Africa, Ethiopia is one of the most fascinating countries on Earth. It's the most populous landlocked country in the world, and it's one of only two African countries that wasn't colonized by Europe. So
Wait, what?
much of its culture, language, and food are two African countries that it's the most populous landlocked country in the world.
Is the most populous landlocked country in the world. Wow, that's crazy. I had no idea. I mean, the population is about 150 million, if I'm not mistaken, of Ethiopia.
And it's one of only two African countries that wasn't colonized by Europe, so much of its culture, language, and food are extremely unique. From the mountain churches of Erta to the unique
Wait, how do you even...
language and food are extremely unique. From the mountain...
How do you even reach here? How? How is this even reachable?
Mountain churches of Erta to the unique tribes of the Omo Valley, Ethiopia has so much to offer. Me and my buddy Ellis Van Jason spent a few weeks exploring this country, capturing the most insane footage, and I can't wait to share this video with you. To start, we flew into the capital city of Addis Ababa, and we got picked up by our guide Nagasi with road sun tours, and we started our Ethiopia adventure. The first place we went was the Danakil Depression. Located in the northeastern tip of Ethiopia, the Danakil Depression is one of the hottest places on Earth, with temperatures reaching over 130 degrees during the summer months. We came in February, so it was the tail end of the winter months, but the temperature still got up to 100 degrees. When you're out there, there's no fancy hotels, public toilets, or any modern conveniences. It's just you, your guides, and whatever you brought in the car. We planned to spend 3 days here, and I was nervous, but I was also extremely excited to venture into this harsh part of the world. To get to the Danakil Depression, we drove about 9 hours from Addis Ababa to the town of Samara, and the next day we drove to probably the most famous place in the area, the Erta volcano. This place is next level. It's the most active volcano in Ethiopia, and its appearance is constantly changing due to lava flow. When we got here, we first went to the camp at the base of the volcano, and from there we hiked up to the crater, and it was about a 20-minute walk. When I got to the crater's rim, I just couldn't believe it. It was this massive bowl full of black, hardened lava, and it's just hard to comprehend the scale of this place. We decided to walk out on the volcano, but I was a little nervous because just a few weeks prior, the volcano had erupted, and all the black rock that you see was molten lava. Our guide led the way and was checking to make sure that the hardened lava was stable. Not too long ago, there was this lava lake here, but it must have filled up because it was completely gone. I was also a little scared because you could feel the heat from the volcano underneath, and maybe there was molten lava flowing beneath us. Regardless, we kept walking up to one of the main volcanoes where you could see some lava. It was hard to get close to it due to the volcanic gases. Now we stayed up there until nighttime, and then the next morning we hiked up for sunrise, and it was one of the most epic settings with the sun rising through the volcanic steam. My buddy Alice brought his Inspire 3 drone into Ethiopia, and we used it this trip to get some of the most insane 8K footage. We had this local who helped us out. That is so incredible.
I don't know why this country is not being talked about enough. I mean, maybe it's a good way. It's a good... Sorry, I can't talk. It's a good thing because it will still keep lots of its amazing natural landscapes if there are not too many subscribers. But still, oh my god, this is so incredible.
Amazing shots of him walking on the volcano. Wow. As the morning progressed, it started getting really hot, so we hiked back down to the camp and packed up our things and headed to the next location. We drove through the desolate yet beautiful landscapes, and the only source of comfort was the AC in the car. After about 4 hours of driving, we made it to the Danakil Salt Lake. It's this massive body of water with dried salt as the shoreline. There's this one spot called the Eska'al swimming pool. It's this little opening of water, and our guide Garrett got in it, and you just float. It's crazy because there's this massive lake underneath all the salt that you see, so you gotta be careful while you drive. Anyways, we stayed in the shade of this nearby rock mountain, and around sunset, we went over to the shores of the Danakil Salt Lake, and there was these camels we wanted to film as they walked along the salt with the sunset. The local Afar people will harvest the salt, and then they walk several days to sell it in other regions of Ethiopia. We got some of the most insane footage of the camels walking. There was almost a perfect reflection of them, and the backdrop of the sun was amazing. That night we slept in the town of Omo Valley on these cots out in the open. There was a pad and some blankets on top, and it was actually somewhat comfy. The next morning we woke up at 5 a.m. because we wanted to film the camels again for sunrise, and I think it was even better than sunset. The sun rose up behind the lake, and it created a pink glow with the silhouette of the 5 camels walking, and it has to go down as one of the most memorable shots we've ever filmed. It was such an amazing morning filming the camels. Afterwards, we headed to one of the most toxic and inhospitable places on earth, Dallol. It's located at an elevation of...
Oh my god, this looks incredible. Wait, what? Minus 130 meters. I don't think I've even been in some place that's below the level of the sea. That's crazy. This doesn't even look real. Looks like when you fuck up your monitor or your television and then you start to see all the LEDs fucked up.
Negative 130 meters. And it was the place I wanted to...
Oh my... Bro, is this even real? Are these colors even real? What?
Visit most in the Danakil Depression. It was only about a 15-minute drive to get there, but we had to come before it got too late in the day because this place is extremely hot. We had to make this short but super tiring hike due to the heat. After about 20 minutes of walking, we made it to the famous sulfur springs. This water is beautiful, but it's extremely dangerous. If you fall in, the sulfuric acid can literally melt your skin off. Aside from the dangerous place, I just couldn't believe the scenery. The sulfuric pools had this rainbow of yellow, white, red, and orange colors. It just looked so amazing, especially from the drone's view. There were some volcanic vents shooting out steam, just some other insane geological features. This was once a mining town for sulfur, and it holds the world record for the highest average temperature for an inhabited location. I mean, I can't imagine living here, especially without air conditioning. We could only be here for an hour due to the extreme heat, and we had to head back down. Right on the edge of Dallol, there's this other fascinating place called the Salt Mountains. It's these bizarre shaped mountains made up of salt. There was actually a surprising amount of birds here, but our guide said they are destined to die because they came here thinking that there was water, but all the pools in the area are toxic. I mean, this place is truly so inhospitable. After 3 days of exploring the Danakil Depression, it was time to leave. It wasn't the easiest or most comfortable place to travel, but it's easily one of the most memorable destinations I've ever been. The next place we went to was the mountain churches of Erta. Located in the Tigray region, we drove about 7 hours from Dallol to get here. And
what a place!
The temperature was much cooler here, which was a nice change. The first mountain church we visited was...
I'm really curious how... I don't know too much about how nature works. Wow, there are so many unique places in Ethiopia. I've never seen anything like that anywhere in the world.
The Mariam Korkor Monastery. To get there, we hiked up around 5 a.m. with a local monk. It took us about an hour, and we waited for sunrise. The sun peeked over the horizon and lit up the mountain with orange and pink colors. Our main goal was filming the monks, and we got some of the most insane shots of them just walking along the cliff sides. I think it's some of the most epic footage we captured during our time in Ethiopia. After filming the monks, I wanted to explore a bit. I scrambled up the rocks and found this mountaintop that offered an insane view of the area. I mean, the mountains here are next level. After we filmed where the monks live, and also got some more amazing footage of them. We stayed here a few hours and hiked down before the sun got too strong. Later that day, we went to one of the most famous churches in the region, and possibly the country, Abuna Yamata.
This is a church.
Also known as the Church in the Sky, Abuna Yamata is one of the most incredible and inaccessible churches in the world. It's built on an elevation of 2,580 meters into the side of the cliff. Now to get there, the hike honestly wasn't too bad. It took about 45 minutes, but the difficult part is this area where you have to rock climb. You take your shoes off and the guides help you. I mean, honestly, it wasn't too bad. When we got to the top, the monk was waiting for us. He walked the narrow path with the dangerous cliff on one side with no rope or anything else to hold on to. After the cliff walk, you enter the famous Abuna Yamata Church. According to legend, it was founded in the 6th century AD. I mean, I was blown away by this place. The fact that it was carved straight out of the mountain is just crazy to me. The ceiling and the walls also had these beautiful paintings of the 12 apostles and the 9 saints, and it's believed that these paintings date back at least 500 years. It was just cool to watch the monk read the Bible inside. After, we had to get some drone shots of the church, and we just got some of the most amazing footage of the monks in the mountain. It got dark quickly, and we had a rock climb in darkness, which added to the adventure. The next day we came back, but this time we set up at the bottom of the mountain so we could do some more filming with the drones, and Ellis got some of the most insane FPV shots of the monk. It was such a memorable time filming this incredible place in Ethiopia. Now afterwards, we're going to visit the Simien Mountains.
Let me know in the comments, has any one of you watching this video been there? Oh my god. Wow. I'm too scared to go there, but wow, that is incredible.
Located in northern Ethiopia, the Simien Mountains are home to the highest point in the country with an elevation of 4,550 meters, and it's one of the few places in Ethiopia that receives snow. To get to the mountains, the best way is to fly into the sea at Gondar, and from there it's a couple hours drive. I think they're some of the most unique mountains in Africa. The shapes of them are just so peculiar. During our trip, we weren't able to visit the mountains because there is some political tension in the region, so our guide didn't advise that we go. But my friend Joe went here a few years ago and got some most insane footage, so I'll link his video in the description below. Now another one of my favorite features of the Simien Mountains is its wildlife. They are home to the Kalada baboon, or bleeding heart monkey, which can only be found in the Ethiopia highlands. They often come right up to you and just love to graze and eat the grass. I mean, the Simien Mountains are such an interesting part of Africa. Now afterwards, we're going to head to Lalibela. Located in the Harar region of Ethiopia, I'd say Lalibela is another one of the most unique and famous places in Ethiopia. The town is one of the holiest cities in the country, and it's a center of pilgrimage. Ethiopia was one of the earliest places to adopt Christianity back in the 4th century.
Bro, I can't. Look at these places. Oh my god. I love how they are just, I don't know, the nature is untouched. It's just, wow, just looks amazing. Oh my god. I really want to go there.
AD, and the crowning feature of Lalibela is the Church of St. George. It's one of the 11 rock churches in Lalibela, and it was carved out of volcanic stone, and it stands over 40 feet tall. It's believed to have been completed around the early 13th century. The churches of Ethiopia are truly next level. Now afterwards, we're going to head to Harar. Located in the eastern part of Ethiopia, Harar is an ancient city that is believed to be settled at least 1,000 years ago, and the religion is predominantly Islam.
What? Look at this place!
In this region, which is unique because most of Ethiopia is Christian. Now I love how Harar is located on a hilltop and has an ancient wall that surrounds it. Now,
Is that why it has all those ancient walls around it? Because they are Muslims, so they were protecting from the rest of the country that was predominantly Christian. I'm just venturing a guess. Oh my god, I would be so scared to see hyenas.
One popular attraction of Harar is the hyenas. There's a local man who has befriended the hyenas in the area.
That's so cute though!
And he feeds them every night. After we're going to head to Dorze, located in the Gamo Highlands about an hour drive from Arba Minch. Dorze is this little village nestled in the mountains, and there's this cool tribe that lives there. We did a tour of the village, and there were some really cool traditional huts, and then they showed us how they make this fermented dough out of false banana plant leaves. They did a travel dance for us. It was really cool to see their culture. If you're in Arba Minch, it's worth a visit. For our final destination, we're going to head to the Omo Valley. Located in southern Ethiopia, near the border of Kenya and South Sudan, the Omo Valley is one of the most famous places in the country, mainly for its diversity of local tribes. I mean, there's so many tribes here, and they have very unique cultures and traditions. To get there, you can fly from Addis Ababa to the town of Jinka, and then from there, drive to the tribes. One of the tribes we visited was the Karo. They are one of the smallest tribes in the country with only a few thousand people. They're famous for their white body paintings. Now to see them, we drove to their village that is located on this hill overlooking the Omo River. We got to spend some time with them. They were such fascinating people, and they even did a body paint on Ellis. Another one of the most famous tribes is the Hema. They are a beautiful people with very distinct hair, and they style it with red clay. They also have a
that's so cool. Love the hair.
Bull jumping ceremony, which we weren't able to film. We went to one of the villages and spent the sunset with them. It was just cool to see their local way of life. Now, my favorite people in the Omo Valley were the Stick Boys, part of the Bana tribe. The
Stilts Boys
are these young kids and teenagers who use stilts to help them see the cattle above the long grass, and also it protects them from snakes. I remember when I first saw these guys just standing in the middle of the street, I couldn't believe it. I mean, their sticks are huge, and it makes these kids over 10 feet tall. They had so much energy and were just absolute homies. They even let us try the sticks, and it's way harder than that. And we told them we wanted to film them for sunset, so we went to this different spot.
You need to have such strength in your biceps, I think, right?
and we got some of the most epic shots of them just walking along the road.
And balance.
These kids were so happy. It was a perfect way to end our time in Ethiopia. Well, that is it for my Ethiopia
So
top
cute.
10. I'm barely scratching the surface of the country, and I wish I had more time to see some more places, so I gotta come back for part 2. A special thanks again to my buddy Ellis Van Jason. He made an insane video of our time in Africa, and I'll link that video in the description below. Also, huge shout out to our guide Ngasi and Road Tours. He made our time in Ethiopia absolutely incredible, and I can't recommend him and his company enough. I mean, it's not sponsored or anything, I just really enjoyed our time together, and if you're planning on visiting Ethiopia, they're a great option.
Wow.
Now, if you want to see more Ethiopia footage, I have a second channel called Scenic Relaxation, where I post hour-long films, and I just released a video on Ethiopia that you can check out. Anyways,
That's
Ryan, and
awesome.
we will see you later.
What an amazing video. I just love so much his videos. And I would say this one is the most unique video that he has ever done. Wow. Oh my God, how many incredible places. That was so cool. Wow, I'm so impressed about your country. Let me know other videos that I can check out to learn more about African countries or Ethiopia. Oh my God, I'm so stunned. I don't know too much about Africa, so I definitely need to check out more places and get more culture about the different tribes, about the amazing natural landscapes that you got there. Wow, this video was so fantastic. My mind is totally blown. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.